How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Catching Cars. My name is Isaiah, and this right here is the key to our test vehicle today. Thanks to Drive, we have a 2021 Volkswagen Golf GTD. So of course we're going to go ahead and take this out on the Autobahn, do an acceleration test, and then I'm going to come back and tell you guys what I think of the GTD. So let's get going. Alright, so we are on the Autobahn now. I have traction control in sport mode so that we can use launch control. We're going to go ahead and see what the GTD does. All right, time to speak about the pros and cons with the GTD. So we're gonna go ahead with the pros. Honestly, the power on tap and the fuel economy is great with this GTD. I was always a GTI fan before this generation. Now with the new generation, I think I'd pick the GTD over the GTI because you have similar performance, not quite as fast with the GTD, but you have much better fuel economy. I did a really long trip with this GTD and I was amazed how far one tank got me. I went almost 1,000 kilometers on one tank. So that was really nice. And as I said, the performance is great. I had the same engine in the Volkswagen Arteon and also in the Skoda Kodiaq. But in this GTD, it somehow feels a bit more powerful than in the other two vehicles, maybe to just go along with that GTD name. Now, it's not crazy fast, it's not a rocket ship. Again, there are faster cars, but this thing feels good, feels powerful, feels strong, and as I said, the fuel economy that you can get with this is insane. I also like the look of the GTD version of this Golf and also the GTI. I think it really looks good. The regular Golf Mark 8, not really sold on it, but the GTD and GTI looks really nice. I found myself looking back at it quite often when I parked it. Now we're going to go ahead and speak about the negatives as well, and that would be, of course, the infotainment system, which is horrible in the Mark 8. I have no idea what Volkswagen did, what they were thinking, but I really hope they change it for a facelift or maybe for the next generation. And also the assistance systems. I've had a lot of problems with this thing during my week of testing with the assistance systems. I've had, the sensors beeping at me for no reason, the car applying its brake for no reason. There was a lot of trouble with the assistance systems, and that's why I'm really not a fan of it. And especially in this Mark 8 Golf GTD, I think I had a lot of trouble with this one. But other than that, really impressed, and I didn't think I was going to like the GTD this much. As I said, I would have always picked the GTI, but now I think I prefer the GTD in this generation. You have this sound generator, and of course we can't go much faster. Let me go ahead and put it in sport real quick so you guys can maybe hear it. You have a sound generator that comes through the speakers. So if I floor it, it kind of sounds like a fake V8 a bit. Not too sure about that, but I guess it kind of gives you the feeling of having a more powerful engine and a better sounding engine. Now it only sounds like that in the inside with this GTD Mark 8. With the older GTDs, you had that same sound basically on the outside as well. Now due to regulations, especially in Europe, it only sounds like that in the inside. So I'm not too sure about that. But the new GTI doesn't sound like much either, so you don't really get much of the DSG farts. You don't get much of that. So personally, my pick out of the Mark 8 Golfs would probably be the GTD at the time. I will be testing the Golf R soon, I hope, maybe then I'll change my mind. But until then, make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.